Entrepreneurship is often portrayed as freedom, passion, and success. Social media shows the highlights, flexible schedules, financial independence, and personal fulfillment. But behind that image, there is a reality most people don't talk about. Starting something on your own changes how you think, how you live, and how you see yourself, not always in comfortable ways. These are the 8 surprising truths about entrepreneurship that most people only discover once they hear already each. When you start your own project, you quickly realize that most decisions are made alone. There is no team to validate every idea, no boss to give clear direction, in one who fully shares the responsibility. Friends may support you emotionally, but they rarely understand the pressure. This loneliness isn't a sign of failure, it's a part of the process of thinking independently and taking full ownership of your choices. Being your own boss sounds liberating, but it also means your mind is always working. Even during rest, your brain is planning, worrying, or analyzing. There is no clear off switch. Freedom doesn't remove responsibility, it amplifies it. Learning how to mentally disconnect becomes just as important as working hard. Otherwise, burnout arrives quietly and unexpectedly. Most people wait to feel motivated before acting. Entrepreneurs quickly learn that motivation fades fast. Progress happens on days when you don't feel inspired, confident, or excited. Discipline showing up consistently despite doubt is what actually moves things forward. The ability to work without emotional reward separates ideas that stay dreams from projects that become real. In entrepreneurship, failure isn't a single big moment, it's a series of small corrections. Ideas don't work, strategies fail, and expectations collapse regularly. Over time, failure loses its emotional weight and becomes information. You stop asking why did this happen to me, and start asking what does this teach me? That shift changes everything. Many entrepreneurs expect financial growth first. Instead, personal growth comes earlier. You confront insecurity, impatience, fear of judgment, and self-doubt constantly. The business becomes a mirror, exposing strengths and weaknesses you didn't know you had. Even if the project fails, the internal growth stays, each as often the most valuable outcome. There are no applause moments for consistency. No one celebrates the weeks of preparation, learning, or small improvements. Progress often feels invisible until suddenly it isn't there. Entrepreneurship teaches patience, trusting that unseen effort compounds over time, even when external results lag behind. Seeing others succeed faster can distort your perception of reality. You compare their highlights to your behind-the-scenes struggles. This creates unnecessary pressure and self-doubt. Successful entrepreneurs learn to measure progress against their own past, not someone else's present. Focus narrows, clarity improves, and decisions become calmer. Once you build something from nothing, you stop consuming passively. You notice systems, opportunities, inefficiencies, and patterns everywhere. The world becomes less mysterious and more understandable. You don't just see products, you see processes. You don't just see success, you see effort behind each. That perspective never really goes away. Entrepreneurship isn't for everyone, and that's okay, but for those who choose it, the journey is less about money, more about transformation. Each challenges comfort, reshapes identity, enforces clarity. If any of these truths felt familiar, you're already thinking like an entrepreneur, whether you realize it or not.